scars that never felt a wound. But stop. What makes you think a window breaks? It is the east, and Juliet is the sun. Arise, fair sun, and kill the envious moon, who is already sick and pale with grief. That thou, her maid, art far more fair than she. Be not her maid, since she is envious. Her vestal livery is but sick and green, and none but fools do wear it. Cast it off. It is my lady, oh, it is my love. Oh, that she knew she were. Oh, she speaks, yet she says nothing. What of that? Her eye discourses, I will answer it. I am too bold. 'Tis not to me she speaks. Two of the fairest stars in all the heaven, having some business, do entreat her eyes to twinkle in their spheres till they return. What if her eyes were there, they in her head? The brightness of her cheek would shame those stars, as daylight doth a lamp. Her eyes in heaven would through the airy region stream so bright, that birds would sing and think it were not night. See how she leans her cheek upon her hand. Oh, oh, that I were blown upon that hand, that I might touch that cheek.
I'm me.
She speaks. Oh, speak again, bright angel. For thou art as glorious this night, being o'er my head as the winged messenger of heaven. Unto the wide upturned wondering eyes of mortals that fall back to gaze on him when he bestrides the lazy pacing clouds and sails upon the bosom of the air.
Oh, Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou Romeo? Deny thy father and refuse thy name. Or if thou wilt not, but be sworn by my love, and I'll no longer be a Capulet.
Shall I hear more, or shall I speak at this?
'Tis but a name that is my enemy. Thou art thyself, though not a Montague. What's Montague? It is nor hand, nor foot, nor arm, nor face, nor any other part belonging to a man. Oh, be some other name! What's in the name? That by which we call a rose by any other name would smell as sweet. So Romeo would, were he not Romeo called, retain that dear perfection which he owes without that title. Romeo, doff thy name, and for that name which is no part of thee, take all myself.
I take at thee thy word. Call me but love, and I'll be new baptized. Henceforth I will never be Romeo.
What man art thou that dost screen in the night so stopless upon my counsel?
By a name, I know not how to tell thee who I am. My name, dear saint, is hateful to myself, because it is an enemy to thee. Had I it written, I would tear the word.
My ears have not yet drunk 100 words of thy tongue's utterance, yet I know that sound. Art thou not Romeo and a Montague?
Neither, fair saint, if either thee dislike.
How camest thou hither? Tell me, and wherefore? The orchid walls are high and hard to climb, and the place of death considering who thou art. If any of my kinsmen find thee here?
With love's light wings did I o'erapproach these walls. For stony limits cannot hold love out, and what love can do, that dares love attempt. Therefore my kinsmen are no let to me.
If they do see thee, they will murder thee.
Alack, there lies more peril in thine eye than 20 of their swords. Look thou but sweet, and I am proof against their enmity.
I would not for the world they saw thee here.
I have night's cloak to hide me from their sight, and but thou love me, let them find me here. My life were better ended by their hate than doth Perot, wanting of thy love.
By whose direction foundest thou out this place?
By love, that first did prompt me to inquire. He lent me counsel, and I lent him eyes. I am no pilot, yet wert thou as far as that vast shore washed with the farthest sea, I would adventure for such merchandise.
Thou knowest the mask of night is on my face, else would a maiden blush to paint my cheek. For thou which hast heard me speak tonight, fain would I dwell on form, fain deny what I have spoke, but farewell compliment. Dost thou love me? I know thou wilt say aye, and I will take thy word. Yet, if thou swearest, thou mayest prove false. At lovers' perjuries, they say Jove laughs. O gentle Romeo, if thou dost love, pronounce it faithfully. Or if thou think'st I'm too quickly won, I'll frown, and be perverse, and say thee nay, so thou will woo, but else not for the world. In truth, fair Montague, I am too fond, and therefore thou may think my behavior light, but But trust me, gentlemen, I'll prove more true than those that have more cunning to be strange. I should have been more strange, I must confess, but that thou overheardest ere I was ware my love's true passion. Therefore pardon me, and not impute this yielding to light love, which the dark night hath so discovered.
Lady, by yonder blessed moon, I swear, that tips with silver all these fruit tree tops.
Oh, swear not by the moon, the inconsistent moon, that monthly changes in her circle orb, lest that thy love prove likewise variable.
What shall I swear by?
Do not swear at all, or if thou wilt, swear by thy gracious self, which is the god of my idolatry, and I'll believe thee.
If my heart's dear love.
Well, do not swear. Although I joy in thee, I have no joy of this contract tonight. It is too rash, too sudden, too unadvised, too like lightning which thought ceased to be. Ere one can say, it lightens. Sweet good night. This bud of love, by summer's ripening breath, may prove a beauteous flower when we next meet. Good night, as sweet repose and rest come to thy heart as that within my breast.
Oh, wilt thou leave me so unsatisfied?
What satisfaction canst thou have tonight?
The exchange of thy love's faithful vow for mine.
I gave thee mine before thou did request it, and yet I would it were to give it again.
Wouldst thou withdraw it? For what purpose, love?
But to be frank and give it to thee again, and yet I wish but for these things I have. My bounty is as bounteous as the sea, my love is deep, for the more I give to thee, the more I have, for both are infinite. I hear some noise within. Dear love, adieu.
Nurse. Oh, that was hard.
No,
Oh.
just yell.
Anna, good nurse. It's my life. Okay. Nurse. Juliet.
Anon, good nurse. Sweet Montague, be true, stay but little. I will come again.
Oh, blessed, blessed night. I'm afeard, being in night, all this is but a dream. Too flattering sweet to be substantial.
3 words, dear Romeo, and a good night indeed. If that thy bent of love be honorable, thy purpose marriage, send me word tomorrow, by one that I'll procedure to come to thee, where and what time thou wilt perform the rite, and all my fortunes at thy foot I lay, and follow thee, my lord, throughout the world.
Oh, madam.
I come anon, but if thou meanest not well, I do beseech thee.
Madam.
By and by I come. Dismiss thy suit and leave me to my grief. Tomorrow I will send.
So thrive my soul,
1,000 times good night.
1,000 times the worse, to want thy light. Love goes toward love as schoolboys from their books, but love from love towards school with heavy looks.
Hist, hist, Romeo. Oh, for a falconer's voice to lure this tassel gentle back again. Bondage is hoarse, and it may not speak loud, else would I tear the caves where Ecolot lives, and make her airy tongue more hearse than mine, with repetition of my Roman name. Romeo!
It is my soul that calls upon thy name. How silver sweet sun lovers' tongues by this night, like softest music to attending ears.
Romeo,
My sweet,
what o'clock tomorrow shall I send to thee?
by the hour of 9.
I will not fail. 'Tis 20 years till then. I have forgotten why I didn't call thee back.
Let me stand here till thou remember it.
I shall forget, to have thee still stand there, remembering how I love thy company.
And I'll still stay to have thee still forget, forgetting any other home but this.
'Tis almost morning. I would have thee gone, and yet no farther than a wanton's bird, then that lets it hop from a little from her hand, like a poor prisoner in his twisted gyves, and with the silk thread plucks it back again, so loving, jealous of his liberty.
I would I were thy bird.
Sweet, so would I, yet I should kill thee with much cherishing. Good night, good night. Parting is such sweet sorrow, that I shall say good night until it be morrow.
Sleep dwell upon thine eyes, peace be in thy breast. Would I were sleep and peace, so sweet to rest. Hence will I to my ghostly father sell, his help to crave and my dear hap to tell.
Woo!